Mikel Arteta has gotten Arsenal to a place where we feel like we deserve trophies. Here's the thing. Sometimes you stay long enough to see yourself become a villain. And that's kind of what's happening with Arteta right now. He's a good coach and probably one of the biggest reasons why Arsenal are back at the top table. But is he holding Arsenal back now? Let's rewind. When Mikel Arteta arrived at Arsenal, the club needed open heart surgery. Pragmatic football was necessary because of the lack of quality in the squad, and fans accepted it because he was repairing a broken club. And he delivered an FA Cup. Fast forward to the 2022-2023 season, Arsenal were breathtaking. We took the game to teams, we scored in every single game state, and even though we didn't win the league, Arsenal looked like they were on the cusp of something special. But little did we know that 4-1 thrashing at the Etihad would change everything. At least it seemed like it did. I saw the early signs of this in the 2023 Community Shield. Arsenal lined up with Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, and Urian Timber instead of Zinchenko, Jesus, and Granit Xhaka. The result, we were solid, hard to break down, but we definitely lacked creativity. We nicked a Trossard deflected equalizer and won on penalties. And I think Arteta took that result as a proof of concept. Against top sides, try not to lose first and then steal the win at the end. That approach carried us into the season. Yes, we finally beat Manchester City at home, but the free-flowing, dynamic Arsenal of 22-23, gone. Since then, the trade-off has been very, very clear. Defensive solidity over attacking fluidity. And in my opinion, that's been a bigger problem than refereeing decisions and injuries. Right now, Arsenal feel ponderous and predictable, obsessed with control and terrified of randomness. And when you look at elite sides like PSG, Barcelona, and Liverpool, do they look dynamic and aggressive or ponderous and predictable? Arteta once said, "We have to be dominant, aggressive, play in the opponent's half, attack them as much as possible." He's delivered on the structure and the culture and the territory, but dominance, passion, aggression, it's not there. Why? Because he's scared. Or at least that's what it feels like. Scarred by the thrashings of City and Liverpool at the beginning of his tenure. And now, instead of bravery, he chooses safety. But here's the issue. This isn't the 23-24 season anymore. Arsenal don't have Emile Smith-Rowe and Fabio Vieira as options to create more off of the bench. They have Eberechi Eze and Ethan Nwaneri, special players that can win the game with special moments. So why bench them? Why choose Marino twice in the biggest games of our season so far when Eze came off the bench and gave us exactly what the game needed? He created more chances in that second half for Arsenal against Manchester City than anybody else on the pitch. And you know what's the funniest part about it? I'm not even surprised because he's literally such quality. He's a starter in my eyes. I don't understand why he's not starting for Arsenal. If you say you want to win, then play your best team. Start in the way you mean to go on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't see Arne Slot or Hansi Flick or Luis Enrique starting off with weekend lineups, then waiting to bring in their big guns at the 70th minute in big games. Be aggressive. These games are usually decided by individual moments of brilliance. Structure and defense keep you in the game, but moments win you the game. Arsène Wenger once said, "If you are minimalist with risk-taking, you play with the handbrake on. Cautiousness comes with fear to lose. You have to win when you can win." Against City, it seemed like Arsenal only started to try to score when it seemed like losing was inevitable. But by then, it was already too late and we pretty much capped ourselves at a draw. Arteta is still one of the most talented and smartest managers in the world. But right now, his fear is holding Arsenal back. The tools are there. The defense is literally the best in the world. The attackers are good. All that's missing is bravery. So the question is, will Arteta finally let go of the handbrake? Or will Arsenal remain stuck at the cusp of greatness?